Hi guys, I'm back today with another collaboration process video that I'm doing with Cany Nails and Crafts over on her YouTube channel, and we are challenging ourselves to do project life videos or project life layouts using distress inks. So I just showed you the distress inks that I'm going to be using, which is the fired brick, faded jeans, and this the black soot. And I'm basically just using my little blending tool to do most of my inking this time. So I put the black around it for this card first, and then I use the blue, and I'm just kind of trying to blending it a little bit with my wipe there. And I have to admit, this is probably not one of my favorite project life videos I've ever done or layouts I've ever done. I don't know if it's the colors or what. I don't know. I mean, I think the colors match, but there's just something about this layout that just isn't really appealing to me, but I kind of started with this and I just kind of went with it. You're not going to like everything you do, so it's okay. So what I decided to do was use these two washi tapes. One is kind of this paisley kind of floral print, and the other one's the red and white spotted one. And I'm just tearing the washi tape to give it some extra texture. I thought that would look kind of cool on this layout. And then this is my title card, so I'm going to put week 30. This is the Apartment Thickers from American Crafts. It's just a shiny chipboard thicker that I probably got at TJ Maxx or Marshall's or someplace like that. And I'm just using my WK and then the number of the week like I normally do. And then once I get that on, I'm going to add 3 white sequins. I thought it looked a little too plain, so that's why I decided to come in with those sequins. I was going to try the enamel dots, and I just didn't like how that looked, so that's when I went with the sequins. So here I'm going to place those on using my little mini glue dots. I'm going to glue the sequins onto the layout. And then after that, I'm going to move to the next card. And this one, I am going to use a stamp from Ellie Edwards on it. It's going to say, "Love This." It is from All Arrows by Ellie Edwards. It's a Technique Tuesday stamp, I believe. And I'm going to put this on. I'm going to use a Versamark ink. And then I'm going to use clear embossing powder. There's the Versamark ink. I'm going to use clear embossing powder, and then I am going to ink up the whole card with the Tim Holtz Distress ink. So I use an opaque white fine Stampendous, I think is the brand of embossing powder. Clear embossing powder. I was going to use white, and then I decided on clear, I think is what I ended up doing. But it's still both Stampendous. It's a detail. The other one was not a detailed embossing powder, and so with the little thin lines for the Love This, I was worried that the white embossing powder was not going to make as nice of a look, so I decided to use the clear, and it actually did turn out a little bit better. So I'm just using my distress tool here to add on this faded blue jeans ink, and then I'm adding just a little bit of black around the edges, and then I'm blending that all back out with the faded blue jeans. So it says "Love This." And then I'm going to add this little photo corner in the top left hand side of this, and it's not sticking because the ink is still wet. So I'm going to dry it up just a bit, and then it will end up sticking here in a second. There you go. And I had those photo corners in my stash for I don't know, 10 years maybe, literally, probably. I'm not sure. So here I'm just cleaning my hands off. You can see I have blue fingers. This one I'm just going to ink with this fired brick, again, all the way around the card, and I'm just going to color the entire card in. And if you start off the page using that craft mat and get onto the card, it will keep your color a lot more smooth and consistent throughout. So here's just a little doggy paper clip that I had. I think I may have got it in a Scraptastic kit. I'm not quite sure. So I'm just going to draw some lines on here and add some journaling about the picture on the right hand side, a little bit more than what was already on that card. And I know a lot of people ask me, but the app that I use to get the journaling on the pictures is called the Collect app, Collect, Collect. And from what I understand, it's only on iPhone. So hopefully you guys have an iPhone if you want to check that out. I really, really like the app, and it helps me stay current on my journaling, even though I'm not necessarily current on my project life. And it helps me to not have to remember all the little details that have happened in the past. So here I didn't like how that dog was sitting up. I thought it was sitting up just a little bit too high. So I'm going to end up taking my craft knife and cutting a slit a little bit down farther so that the paperclip fits in and the dog sits a little bit better on that card. And that is that. Moving on to the next one, I've had this little tag. It's like a clear acetate tag for quite some time, and it says sweet succotash. And I don't know. I'm kind of like not sure what to do with mustaches. It's kind of the same way I feel about deer heads. I don't know. I don't, I don't understand mustaches. Anyway, I thought, well, it goes with the colors. I'll use it on this page. So that's what that filler card looks like. And then here is a little high that I cut out of a Studio Calico printable. And then I'm adding another one of those photo corners in the bottom left. Again, trying to use up my stash. And I was pretty excited about using these because, like I said, it has been in my stash for forever. Here is just another Project Life card that I'm using. And I had this label that I got from, who is it from? Oh, it's a printable. And you can cut them out with either your Cameo or you can cut them out by hand. Oh, Carrie Bradford. Carrie Bradford has a bunch of them on her site. She has all different colors, different shades, wood grain. Really, really cool. So you should check out Carrie Bradford's blog to get the link to her free printables. I really like them. And then here I'm just inking the edges. I forgot to do that on some of these cards, so I'm adding that in. The washi tape behind the label is just some ripped washi tape that I put behind just to anchor that. And I'm using these letter stickers that I am going to spell out one less. I was going to spell out, I think, ONE one, but I think I was missing some letters that I needed. So I'm going to use the number one and say less because this is a picture of my daughter after she lost her, I think, third tooth. So she has one less tooth, at least one less baby tooth. The other one's coming in now. But she got money from the tooth fairy. Her dad pulled it out of her head using some floss, which really skeeves me out. Ah! The whole thing about loose teeth and stuff, she always wants to say, hey, look at my loose tooth. And I'm like, oh my God. Ah! Gives me the willies. Anyway, back to the layout. So here I'm just using those stickers. Those word letter stickers are heck of an old sticker sheet. Probably from like maybe 1998. That's probably how long those have been in my stash, so well over 10 years. Here is a sticker that I had from an old Scraptastic kit. It says good times plus good food. We went to a scrapbooking retreat and we made these club sodas with the different flavors and this whipped cream on them, and they were delicious. Now I'm just going to ink up this card like I had done on the red one with the faded blue jeans ink. Or no, you know what? This is broken china. I lied. It's broken china that I'm using. So I'm going to glue that down here and add some washi tape, torn again like I have been using. And I'm going to use a label and some letter stickers. Oh, it was wet still again. That distress ink stays wet for quite some time. So using your heat tool to dry it up a little bit really helps if you're having some problems with embossing powder sticking where you don't want it to, or other things sticking when you, or not sticking when you want them to stick. So here I am just adding that washi tape, and I'm going to add two labels. And I'm going to spell out My Mafia because that's what we call ourselves. We're the Scrapbook Mafia. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that shirt before, but it says Scrapbook Mafia, don't make me crop you. And then there's one that has a little more profanity, but I won't say it. So a bunch of us got those shirts and we used to wear them. So now we're just known as the Mafia. So, don't mess with the Mafia, I guess. I don't know. The scrapbooking mafia. If you drink the Kool-Aid, that saying, you'll never leave again. And it's kind of like that. We've sucked a lot of our friends in by having them drink the Kool-Aid and join our scrapbooking mafia. I have a lot of crazy stories in this video. I've just realized I'm not sure. This is a crazy layout. Anyway, back to the layout. My Mafia is what I'm spelling out again with those letter stickers, and I'm happy to use those because, like I said, I've had them forever. Now I am moving on to using this little frame. I believe it's from Heidi Swap. I'm pretty sure it's Heidi Swap. And I thought it was glued back, but I was not, so I just had to use my adhesive, and I'm going to add another one of the photo corners on. And I just put that frame on there to highlight the little toad that was outside hanging out with me while I was outside from scrapbooking, taking a break. And this is just some of that black soot ink I'm adding to the edges here, and I'm going to add this little Polaroid that I've had in my stash for a while. I'm not sure what brand it is. That strip there that I have on the left hand side with the stars is from Teresa Collins. No. Yes, Teresa Collins. It's one of her packs that came with like some blue aqua stripes, some gold, and then these stars. And then I'm going to add some sequins to this. And I'm just using my glue dots to glue them down. And then I took that plastic coating, the protective coating off the top, and I'm just adding some more washi tape here. Again, this is just kind of a filler card, nothing too exciting here. Just trying to fill up some space. I didn't have a whole lot of pictures for this layout, so I'm trying to kind of just make up some filler cards here. That little triangle is from a cut apart sheet from a Scraptastic kit. I am inking it with the blue ink. I'm using the Seriously You tag from another sticker sheet that I got in a Scraptastic kit, and I'm going to take this washi tape and kind of make like a little tie with it. Again, just trying to use my scraps, and why not? I can't believe I actually even tied this. It was such a tiny piece. But I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to glue the sticker down here in a second as soon as I get done tying it. And I thought that turned out pretty good. I felt pretty proud of myself using that as a little ribbon. And then I'm going to add some more of those white sequins. And that card is done. So I just have a little bit more. I think this is my last card that I'm going to be doing here using the black soot ink around the edges again. This is a label from a cut apart sheet. And then I am adding this little square fishbone thing because my kitty cat, it seemed to be appropriate for this. Again, another piece that I've had in my stash for a while, so I was able to use something else, which is awesome. And then I felt like this card was a little too plain, so I'm going to add a little bit of washi tape, and then on the blue card I'm going to add my kitty cat's name, which is Casey, and I'm going to use the thickers that I used for the week to spell out her name. So you're going to see that in just a second. I'm going to decide, yep, I need some more. So here I'm going to write Casey. I don't like it going across this card, so you're going to see me move it to the left-hand side, going up the left-hand side horizontal or vertically. No, yes, vertically. And I'm going to end up gluing these down because they don't stay with my quick dry adhesive. And that is pretty much it, I believe. I want to tell you guys, I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my giveaway video. It is up until the 25th of October. If you would like to participate, head on over there. I will leave a link below so you can get to that. Oh, I lied. I am doing another card. Anyway, so if you would like to do that, go head over to that video so you can participate. And if you want to leave a comment below, that would be great. Also, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you check out Cany Nails and Crafts video because she is going to have one up today as well, and I would love for you to give her some love and look at her video, give her a thumbs up, and let us know what you think about the series. Thanks guys, have a great day. Bye.